Shalom, shalom. I would like to start off by saying Brakutha Yahweh, Basham Yahushai, Basham Rekah Kodash. We give double honors to our beloved apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to our sincere brothers pushing His truth in all sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth, risking their lives week in and week out to feed the elect of Israel. Shalom to the 144,000. Shalom to the hopeful elect, the 1/3. My name is Brother Ahab, and I hope and praying that this is edifying. I'm going to title this Case is Real, the Word of Truth. Okay? So I'm going to play this short video, and this has been spoken throughout the entire earth. And we believe that Yahushua is going to return to deliver his elect. Okay? So let's play this and bring out a couple of scriptures. All right? It says, before I go further, fair use, this is just for educational purposes only. Okay? UFO sightings, they call it UFO, but we call it IFOs. Identified. We know what they are. And you know what? They know what they are. UFO sightings, Navy pilots share their experiences. NOVA, right? PBS. All right, so let's play the video and let it speak. All right?
In the halls of Congress, Navy pilots are speaking out.
This object remained for about 45 seconds or so before darting off over the mountains. We were seeing objects with our radars, with our cameras, and even with our eyes flying on an almost daily basis.
We're very sensitive to how things turn and how things accelerate and how things move. And this didn't follow any of those laws of physics.
As of 2023, military and commercial pilots have reported seeing 801 objects they couldn't identify.
When we're talking about having an unidentified thing in our airspace, whether it's directly overhead or in our coastal waters, we need to figure out, is this an issue of flight safety? Is this an issue of national security? Is this an adversary spying on us? I was an eyewitness to what is considered one of the most important UFO or UAP encounters, and that's the USS Nimitz Tic Tac encounter. We call it affectionately a Tic Tac because it looks like the little breath mint. It was sort of a white, creamish color. We didn't see a cockpit, we didn't see windows, and it moved in ways that we didn't understand.
Now remember, these so-called UFOs, which is known as IFOs, they come in all shapes and sizes, colors. They could expand, they could decrease in size. Okay? So it's not only one specific shape. All right?
I don't know what we saw, and I refuse to speculate because I think it would be irresponsible of me to say, well, it was definitely an adversary spying on us, or it was definitely an alien visiting from outer space, because I don't know.
One way or another, the more data we're able to bring into this conversation, the more we're going to be able to get to the truth.
Ryan Graves is trying to collect data from his fellow pilots, military and commercial. But there's a problem. They're hesitant to share their experiences because of the taboo surrounding UFOs.
They don't feel comfortable reporting because of that fear that there could be professional repercussions at their employer, social repercussions with their peers at the airline. because the conversation immediately jumps to, well, there's no proof there's extraterrestrials. You couldn't travel across the universe to get here. And it's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Pilots are seeing things that are in the sky that they don't understand what they are and are posing safety risks. That's where the conversation needs to stop. And hey, is this not only an aviation safety risk, but is this a potential national security risk?
Because of this stigma, today the Department of Defense refers to these unidentified flying objects, UFOs, as UAPs, unidentified anomalous phenomena.
They changed it from UFO to UAP to try to reduce that stigma, to try to get away from that history.
Whatever they do, right, it is known. This is why the scripture says, in Isaiah 34, verse 16, seek ye out the book of the Lord, and read. No one of these shall fail, none shall want her mate. For my mouth it have commanded, and his spirit it have gathered them. Okay? So we know this to be true because this is actually written in the Bible. There's so many scriptures to prove that these so-called UFOs are linked to the scriptures, right? Let's go here. 2 Timothy 2 and 15. I'm going to read this in the LLT version. And the heading is an approved worker. Work hard so you can present yourself to the Lord, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, and receive his approval. Be a good worker, one who does not need to be ashamed. You see, whatever is written for our learning. And people look down at us when we talk about UFOs or chariots, how we're going to be delivered. People look down at us and mock us. Okay? You've had people come up in the past and mock our apostles about the chariots of the Lord, right? It says, one who does not need to be ashamed and who correctly explains the word of truth. You see, the word of truth. And where do we get the word of truth? From the scriptures, right? From the Holy Bible. So that's why I say this case is real. This is a real case. The word of truth, right? Revelation 1 verse 7. Behold, he cometh with clouds. Now, there's many names we use to identify what these clouds are. You know, chariots. A wheel within a wheel. The whirlwind. There's so many names. Right? Behold, he cometh in clouds. He, and every eye shall see him, and they that which pierced him, and all kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him. Who's coming back? Yahushua HaMashiach. Right? Job 5 and 17. Behold again, happy is the man whom the Lord our power correcteth. Therefore despise not thou the chastening of the Almighty. For he maketh sore and bindeth up. He woundeth, and his hands make whole. He shall deliver. Who is he? Yahushua HaMashiach. He's known as a deliverer. Okay? He saves, he delivers. Yahushua, that's his name. Yah is he, right? And Yah is he, and the deliverer. He saves. Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai. Right? Yahweh Shai. He saves. He delivers. Okay? So he's our deliverer. And he's going to come back in the clouds. And they know it. They do know it. He shall deliver thee in 6 troubles. Yea, in 7th there shall no evil touch thee. So when World War III comes, okay, which is going to, this is definitely coming to pass. We have to go through the Jacob's trouble. You know, everything has to be in order. And the Lord's going to deliver you out of that again. The hour of temptation. Okay. World War III is coming. The lake of fire, which is going to be the nuclear missile is going to be shot. And you have to be delivered from this. So that 7th trouble, when nothing's going to touch you, the Lord is going to deliver you from in the spaceships. He's going to take up his elect. Right? And that's comforting to know. He shall deliver thee in 6 trouble. Yea, in 7 there shall no evil touch thee. In famine he shall redeem thee from death. And in war, you see, World War III is coming. From the power of the sword. You see, that sword is coming. Give them warning from me, which is thy sword. I'm paraphrasing. You see? So this is comforting to the elect. Luke 8:17. For nothing is secret that shall not be made manifest. No matter how they cover it up and try to hide it, right? They try to spook people out, this Area 51 and all these things, right? Say that they're green men, right? They're aliens. For nothing is secret that shall not be made manifest. Neither anything hid is not hidden to. That's why you have to read the scriptures. Seek ye out of the book and read. That shall not be known and come abroad. Is revealed. So you can't hide it. All right? So this is something very comforting. And this is end time prophecies that we have to, we're going to have to go through. Right? But the Lord's going to deliver the elect out of all of trouble, all the troubles. Yeah? So that's all we need to, we keep on bringing this out because this is a major, major case. This case is real. The word of truth. Okay? Hope and pray this edifying to the spirit and the power of Yahweh Bashem Meshai, Basham Rekah Kodash. And we give double honors to our apostles of Great Millstone because they are our proper leaders that goes into the dark sayings, the hidden meanings. All right, because before we came into this truth, I never knew about UFOs. Okay, you hear about it. Okay, but it's all being manifest. Right? Everything is coming abroad, as it says, known and come abroad. So, Holy Prayer is edifying. Shalom, shalom.